Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been kind of MIA for like 4 or 5 months now, maybe even 6. I don't remember the last time I posted. I've been going through it a little bit, and also not as much, and then a little bit more. So I think I'm just gonna do a little get ready with me. I'm not actually going anywhere, but I don't know, it's nice out. I might take some pictures or something. We're gonna start with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Okay, so I think the last thing I posted was my January album rankings. So if you're new to the channel, I decided at the beginning of the year that I was going to listen to an album every day, and then I was going to rank them each month and then add the new ones in that I listened to and have this master list. So I got through January all right. February was rough. I got behind, and then I didn't have them done in time to make a video and post it at the beginning of March. Also, I meant to do my travel vlogs. I was gonna go somewhere each month. At the end of February, I was like, shit, I forgot there's only 28 days in February. I have to go somewhere literally right now, and it was already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Next, I'm gonna use this Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. It is shade Light Neutral. I did go somewhere for February. I went to Olympia, which is our state capital. I went to like the legislative building, all that jazz. It's so beautiful. And it was rainy, so there was like no one there. And I actually like Washington weather in the rain. I saw some war memorials and statues and this really gorgeous fountain. A garden that would probably be nice if it was, you know, summer and everything was in bloom. Almost all of it was dead. So that's what I did that day. I just never got around to editing the footage. And then by the time I had finished listening to my albums for February, it was like the first week of March, and I finished the night before I was supposed to fly out for work. So I last year had started a different that was too much foundation. I had started a different part of my job, and I joined a team that travels to other stores. I started last year working with new store opening, and then this year, the first or second week of March, I started going to stores that had already been open for quite some time but needed sort of a revamp. So I was helping with that. So I filmed the ranking for February before I left, and I meant to edit it while I was in California. The second day I got there, I got the flu, and I was just knocked out. And I was already having a rough time with medications and my mental health and just like life. And then on top of that, the new job was overnight. So I was working 10 to 12 hours each night. I wasn't getting any sunlight. I wasn't eating healthy because I wasn't going to grocery stores. I was just ordering in. I'm going to use the Kosas Concealer shade 2.5C. So I just never got around to editing that. And I was filming stuff while I was in California, but mostly I was just trying to get through that time. I was there for 3 weeks and I didn't want to be there, but I already was, so I went with it. So that was rough, but I made it through. And then at the end of that trip, I decided to treat myself a little bit, and I got this piercing. And then about 20 minutes after that, I got this tattoo. It is an anatomical heart. I found it on Pinterest. I'm a Pinterest girly. So that brings us to the end of March. So now we're at the beginning of April. I'm back in my store for 2 weeks. I'm gonna blend this out and take a break and charge my camera, and then I'll catch back up with you. Okay, we're back. I think my camera is adequately charged to finish this up. It got hot, so I had to put my hair up. Where did we leave off? April. So I came back and I was working in my store for 2 weeks, and then they sent me to a store in Tequila, which is in my state. It's about an hour or so drive from where I live. So I left on Easter Sunday. That was my first night there, and that one was 3 weeks as well, but because I lived so close, I was able to stay in a hotel during the work week and then come home on the weekends. So that one wasn't as bad for me. Although we were understaffed for that project, so I was, again, working like 12, 13-hour days. Okay, I don't remember where I was in my beauty routine. I also don't really have a beauty routine. So we're doing the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer, shade Seychelles. Ooh, that needs to be blended. Just bring it around town, eh? I had also met some people in Elk Grove who were on the project in Tequila, so I had some people to hang out with. And then I had to go home and pack for my trip because I was going to London. So, December of 2021, as some of you may know, Little Mix announced they were going on hiatus. At that point, it was just the 3 of them, and they said, this is our last tour, and then we're taking a break for a little while to do solo stuff. And I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna let you go on hiatus without me seeing you live first. And of course, they never fucking come to the US, so I had to go to London. I did what I had to do. I went online, and I bought tickets to their show, and then I said I have 5 months to figure out how to get to London. I didn't have anything ready, I just bought the ticket, and I just was rolling with it. I'm using the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in shade Bliss. So eventually, it was maybe a month before I was supposed to go to the concert, my mom was like, I'm just gonna come with you to London because you don't seem to have your shit together, which I didn't, but mostly because she wanted to go see Six the Musical. So we got tickets to go see that, and we also went to Scotland as well, because she hadn't been to Scotland. She'd been to other countries in Europe a couple years ago. She said, while I'm here, I might as well stop in Scotland. So I went to London and Edinburgh. It was really incredible. I think I liked Edinburgh a little better, more my scene. It reminds me a lot of home. And then I went to the concert, which was incredible. They're amazing. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get to see OT4. It is what it is. Did I use that right? Did I say OT4 right? I was never a Tumblr girly. So like, I don't really know. I feel like I did though. It felt accurate. I'm gonna move on. But they were really incredible. Everyone there was having such a good time. Six was also incredible. We ended up having the very, very front row. So when they originally built the theater, they had like A through Z or whatever in terms of rows. They had to add another row to accommodate more people. It was called row AZ, and it was in front of the row. So there was literally like, I was like right up to the stage, like upskirt shot. And it was awesome. Such a great show. And then when I was coming back from London, I got an email saying that my flight back to California to work in another store was scheduled for the 14th. And I was like, I already told you guys I can't go on the 14th. I'm literally in the air. Okay, well, we're gonna schedule you for the 15th and you can fly out on the 15th. And I was like, super. So I was at the airport pretty late on the 14th. I got home at like midnight, had to get back up and be at the airport the next morning by like 9 a.m. So that was rough. I was really irritated but determined to take time for myself and really focus on like exercise and healthy eating and journaling, medication, sleeping well, getting sun, going swimming, just sort of like chilling and really taking care of myself. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I am using the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit Cosmetics, and I can't tell you what shade it is because I don't know. 6? Is that an option? Anyways, it was just a mess. And I was just always so tired. What else happened in May? I mean, nothing really. At this point, I had basically given up on listening to an album a day, every day. Not given up, but I was way behind. For example, right now, it's July 7th, and I'm still in April. So, I'm trying to catch up on that as quickly as I can, listening to multiple albums a day, but it just wasn't happening. And I started editing the vlog for Olympia, which was my travel for February, and I just wasn't feeling it. It just wasn't good. It wasn't interesting. I didn't care for it. I was so bored trying to edit it, so I decided I'm just gonna do like a catch-up vlog. So I was supposed to come home on June 14th, and then like 3 days before that, the head of the project was like, yeah, we're gonna have to extend it. We're not even close to done, if I wanted to stay. And he was one of my friends that I'd made from working on projects, so I'm like, I'm not gonna leave you guys. I'm not gonna leave any of them. Like, we're all in this together kind of a thing. All in this. This is not the time for High School Musical. Who am I kidding? There's always time for High School Musical. We're all in this together. I don't know the dance. I never learned it. I think I'm gonna move on to eyeshadow. I get to use my jade palette. So then I checked on my ticket again, and they were like, no, actually you got extended until Friday. And I was like, son of a bitch. But it was fine. It was 3 more days of pay, and whatever, the project was gonna get finished. I was able to see it through to the end, which was nice. Except for Friday morning, I got a text from Delta, and they said, we're so sorry that your ticket got canceled. Bitch, the fuck? What do you mean? You can't, like, were you gonna ask? Where do you think I'm staying? And they said, we're trying to figure out a new flight plan for you that's similar, but we can't find anything leaving within the next 48 hours. Where am I supposed to stay? where do I sleep? I have to return my rental car on Friday, so am I sleeping in the airport for 2 days? Without a flight, how would I even get in? I'd be loitering at the airport ticket kiosks. It ended up working out. They got me on a different flight. I think it was a little bit later, and I made it home, and I decided that I was going to take a break from the traveling for a little while because it's really hard on my system to switch my sleep schedule back and forth and back and forth. Also, being awake at night and not during the daytime is difficult for me because then on my days off, when I'm trapped in this city where I don't know anyone, what do? I don't have any friends there really besides the people I work with. It's unfamiliar, so where am I supposed to go? Also, it's 2 in the morning, and it's really hard for me to take care of myself and focus on my health and my goals for my future when I'm kind of just trying to get through the days of this dumbass job that's so hard on my body. So that was June 17th, I think is when I came home. Had a couple days off, and then I actually showed up in my store and they were like, didn't know you were coming back. Do you want to work this week? And I was like, well, yeah, I kind of need money. And we're like, okay, we'll figure it out. They were able to figure it out, got me some hours. They were like, so do you also want to work next week? And I was like, again, yeah, like I'm not going anywhere. The next thing was scheduled for July, but I already told them that I didn't want to do it, which they were fine with. They're happy to have me back in the store. But yeah, I'm back on the schedule for good now. This is interesting. So now we're at June 28th, which is the Shawn Mendes concert. I had been wanting to go for a bit, and I actually ended up having a really good seat. So that's what I did that Tuesday, which was, I guess, a week and a half ago. So for the past week and a half after that, I've just been focusing on journaling and trying to get enough sleep. It's still a work in progress. A few days ago, I took my nephew and niece to the Seattle Aquarium. So that was a cute little day, just the 3 of us. I joined a diet bet. I have to lose about 10 pounds by the beginning of August. I have been working on TikTok a little bit more than I was before. Still not music-wise. I haven't put as much effort into that, but I am posting a lot more. I'm currently working on cleaning out my room and packing away like knickknacks and stuff that I just don't use right now because it's kind of just chaotic in here and I don't need all this stuff in my room. I've been journaling, going on walks. I started eating gluten-free because I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and a gluten-free diet is recommended as something to try to see if it helps alleviate symptoms. I started working a little harder on budgeting because I keep thinking that things are just gonna magically work out and I'll just have a lot of money, and then I just don't. So I'm gonna put some more effort into that. Mental health wise, I've been feeling pretty good lately. I think because I've been taking care of myself more. I made a whole list of things so that I wouldn't forget to talk about them, and now I got an angel number sign last week. Can't remember what it was. I think it was, I was on the register and somebody's change rang up. It's $4.44. 444. And I looked it up, and those mean stability in your life and stay put. So that's basically what I'm doing right now, is just staying put, sort of sheltering in place and working on myself and all my goals. Long-term goals haven't really been working for me. Surprise! Because I think I try and do too much and then it all falls apart because it's not sustainable and, excuse you, and I don't really know what I'm doing ever. I think I immediately dropped a pearl. I really want to save some money because a lot of my goals require me to have money. I want to go on some trips, kind of by myself. Kind of by myself, honestly. I'm here for it. Also, I'm working on getting a new phone, some other stuff. I like to shop. That's fun for me, so that would be nice. I think I'm gonna look at getting either a different job that pays more or have a different job that's my main job and keep this one, my wine retail stuff, part-time, because I do like the people there and the job's not that bad. I don't really know. One job at not great pay isn't working for me. I'm also trying to put more effort into content creation as a whole, which is why I'm working so hard to get caught up on those albums, because that's one of the things I do on my channel. I say that like it's a thing that I do. I did it once. The goal was to do it for every month of the year, but I kind of don't really know what my niche is as well, like what kind of content makes sense for me. I've been writing a lot of songs lately, so I need to get back into music. I'm thinking of doing like covers on YouTube and maybe also some originals if you guys want to see that. I think for the next month or so though, my immediate goals are going to be to focus on making sure I'm healthy and sort of planning out how I want things to go, because I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants and do whatever I want, and that's not really working for me anymore. I wouldn't say it ever really was, but now it's definitely not. This is chaos. Can you believe it's already July? I don't know where I thought I'd be this time around, but it wasn't here. I think that's what happens when you make a lot of plans and then don't do anything to make them happen. Learn from me, children. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. And then for highlighter, I have Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in the shade Enlighten. This is the NYX Professional Makeup. Is it NYX or NYX? Whatever. The lip pencil in shade Sand Pink. That one was Revolution Satin Kiss Lip Liner in shade Icon. Ooh, what's this? The same one, shade Chauffeur. This is the one I like because it's a little darker. So that's the one I like to do the edges with. Okay, taking the hair down. Oh! Alright, and that is my final look. And that is what's been going on with me for the past few months. And if you want to see what's going to go on with me for the next few months, check back in. I may have posted about it. At this point, we really don't know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye! I just stabbed myself in the eye with my own finger.